Welcome to the South Atlanta Hornets BuzzTV.
The broadcast that spotlights what's happening virtually at the best high school in the city of Atlanta.
Greetings. Thank you for joining us today. We have a treat for you. First off, we have Dr. Ford, the principal of South Atlanta High School, here with us, as well as a class of 2020 alum, Mr. Jacauri Jones. This is a series that we will showcase throughout the year. We did that featuring South Atlanta alums. This particular production was birthed through the collaboration of Dr. January and myself. We were discussing different ways that we could show teachers the fruits of our labor, to show that what we are doing does matter. And there are some stories out there that are awesome that feature our alums of South Atlanta High School, and we can't wait to share it with you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Ford now to introduce our guests.
I have been given the distinct pleasure and honor to introduce Jacauri Jones. Jacauri Jones is a native to Atlanta, born on November 1st, 2001. Jacauri is an alum of South Atlanta High School, class of 2020. Throughout his high school career, Jacauri participated in a plethora of extracurricular activities, including Beta Club, National Honor Society, Technology Student Association, Outward Bound, True Colors Theater, and the Dukes Foundation. Most notably, he served as the drum major for South Atlanta's marching Hornets for 3 years, known as the best band in the land. In the classroom, Jacauri is known for his ability to grasp concept and quickly possessing a high level of natural intellectual ability and the ability to make logical conclusions that are required to solve the more difficult conceptual challenges. Jacauri believes life is all about serving others, and every human being has a divine purpose and is blessed with unique skills and gifts and talents to help them walk in their destiny. Jacauri currently serves as a culinary specialist in the Georgia Army National Coast Guard, while being a full-time student at Southern University, located in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where he pursues a degree in civil engineering. With this education, Jacauri aspires to become an architect. Welcome, Jacauri Jones.
Thank you for that introduction, Dr. Ford. Now we have our first question from Susan. Susan is a senior at South Atlanta High School who aspires to be the next Robin Roberts. Go ahead, Susan, take it away with your first question.
Were there any of your classmates who had a good influence on you in high school? And what teachers or staff members at South Atlanta influenced you to be the successful student that you are today?
First and foremost, I want to say that in a way, all my classmates were an inspiration to me because the whole class of 2020, as a whole, we wanted to see each other succeed. And because my other classmates wanted me to be great, I wanted to be great for them. But in particular, one student by the name of Jeremiah Smoot, he was there beside me my whole high school career journey. And he was the one saying, yo, Jacauri, do this work. Or when I didn't feel like keep going on, he was the one to push me to say, let's get this work done. As far as it goes for teachers and staff, I had a special connection with each and every one of them, all the way from the teachers to the janitors to the cafeteria workers. But in particular, by name, of course, Mr. Dukes and the Dukes Foundation, Mr. Dunn, my law teacher and mentor, Ms. Pendergrass, who taught me chemistry, Ms. Suttoff, who taught me AP Literature, my economics teacher, Ms. Gordon, my AP Statistics teacher, Ms. Barganye, who helped me with my college applications, and as well as many others who, if I did not get a chance to mention, know that your contributions did affect me as well.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Mr. Jones. Our next question comes from Shay. Shay is a junior at South Atlanta High School who aspires to be a lawyer one day and also has had an interest in being a nurse. Go ahead, Shay, with your next question.
It seems as though you are a very focused student. As a young child, what did you see yourself becoming as an adult?
For me, as a young child, ever since elementary, I always knew that I wanted to be an architect because it combines my passion for math as well as my passion for art. But of course, my many other talents and through the teachers, I could have very well been in a career such as being a doctor, a lawyer, an actor, a personal chef, any other career that caters to my special talents.
Awesome. There were quite a few that you named there. Susan has another question that's related to your extracurricular activities. Go ahead, Susan.
When you were in high school, you participated in several extracurricular activities. What lessons and experiences have you gained from them? And do you take those lessons and experiences with you throughout college?
So for me, because I participated in so many extracurricular activities, one big lesson that I had to learn was time management, because there may have been some times where one activity may have overlapped with another. Another skill or lesson that I learned that came through that was communication, because a lot of times the problem could be solved by simple saying, hey, Mr. So-and-so, I have this band performance that occurs on the same time as you want me to do this meeting. And a lot of times they can work around that schedule. But if you don't communicate and you aren't open and tell the teacher what's going on, then a lot of times you will fail and that becomes a problem. But with time management, the main key is to prioritize and handle the things that you need to do first rather than placing your wants. And those lessons can be applied to all aspects of life.
Thank you. That was absolutely good advice. We have Austin, who is a sophomore at South Atlanta, who aspires to be in the tech industry as a career when he graduates from college. He has another question related to time management.
On your resume, it states that you manage time effectively. We see that you have participated in several activities while maintaining a job, internships, and going to school. How does this play a role in where you are now and where you aspire to be?
Like I said before, time management is one of those skills that can be applied in all aspects of life. So for me, now being in college and going to school online, I have to maintain my personal life as well as, my school life. So time management, the way it helps me is because I've learned those skills in high school by participating in so many activities, when my schedule or my calendar may be overwhelmed, it's not a problem for me. I know how to prioritize and schedule around things so that I'm able to get everything done in a timely manner.
I also see on your resume that you are a proven leader. So what type of leader do you believe you are, and where do you think those skills have been most prevalent?
I live by a quote that says, if you inspire others to do more, become more, learn more, or be more, then you are a leader. So I believe that I am the type of leader that leads through inspiration. Me, as a student, I inspire other classmates to want to do more because they see that here's a student that goes to the same school as I do. And if he can do all these great things, then I can do as well. I also am a leader who likes to lead by example. And I show you that I can do it, therefore you can do it. But I'll also help you along the way. I won't spoon feed you and give you the answer, but I'll show you all the right steps so that you can find the answer for yourself.
Awesome. That sounds like good information as far as helping others and leading others. So our next question comes from Shay. I mentioned earlier that she's a junior at South Atlanta High School. Shay, go ahead with your question.
I was once considering a career as a nurse, so I'm interested in knowing more about your CPR certification. Did you get certified while here at South Atlanta in the health science program? And was it stressful or surprisingly easy to obtain the certification?
So for me, I actually been certified for CPR 3 different times. I gained my certification through my life-saving course for the Georgia Army National Guard. I also was a lifeguard before, so I had to be certified for CPR for that. But through the South Atlanta, I was never in the health pathway, but I did participate in an internship for Northside Hospital, which was a week long, and I was able to be certified for CPR through that as well. And the class is actually surprisingly easy. The class is usually only 1 or 2 days, and once you complete the class, you get your certificate right then there on the spot.
All right, thank you for that information. I hope all students who are interested in the health fields are informed and know what next steps they need to take. All right, so our next panelist is Angela. She is a sophomore at South Atlanta High School. She has a really important question about overcoming obstacles. Angela, go ahead and ask your question.
The difficult situation that you overcame, and how did you overcome it?
The most recent difficult situation for me was when COVID first hit. And because it was my senior year, a lot of my classmates were worried were we actually going to graduate and how we were going to finish throughout the year. And that time for a lot of my classmates, it was really depressing because we were losing those final moments, which were supposed to be our best years of high school. We didn't get a chance to do prom and other events as such. So me, being the student that I am, I was able to be on the board that worked directly with downtown APS and the board of directors. And I was a part of the group of students who were able to make the decisions of what we would do in response to the COVID-19. And we were able to set up the ways we wanted to be celebrated in different virtual celebrations to make my classmates feel as if though we still got those final moments.
Seeing your growth now, what do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I would have completed my degree. So I would have my bachelor's in civil engineering. And the next steps after that, in order to become an architect, I have to pass the board exam. So I would take those classes and work directly under an architect. So I may have the hours needed to sit for the exam. And that only takes about 6 months. So I would have completed that as well. And in order to sit for the exam, I would need those hours equivalent to about 6 months. So I would be working in my field directly under another architect.
That's great. We have one last question from Susan. This is the election season, and she wants to know, what is your status? Go ahead, Susan, with your question.
Mr. Jones, I am now a senior at South Atlanta High, and I am registered to vote. I understand that you are registered to vote as well. Please share with us why you feel it is important to get registered and why we should vote.
Yes, that is correct. I am a registered voter, and I actually registered to vote early. To me, voting is important because voting is the people exercising their rights. The country was founded on no taxation without representation. So we as the people, we have the power in this government. When we vote, we get to decide what the government can and cannot do. And we choose our leaders. So we cannot complain about the leadership if we didn't take our right to vote in choosing that leadership.
I love it. I love it. That is absolutely correct, Mr. Jones. And for those of you who might not be 18 by November 3rd, 2020 this year, please encourage those who you know who are to register to vote and to vote. Thank you so much. Dr. Ford, do you have any closing words for us?
I would just like to take the moment to say thank you, Jacauri, for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and talk about how you felt like South Atlanta prepared you for the next steps in your career. Sometimes, as a teacher, the fruits of our labor go unnoticed. So thank you for letting the teachers know how much they are appreciated, letting them know that we thank them for their effortless effort and working hard to produce such fine students such as yourself. And it just goes out and aligns with our vision and our mission. And so without a doubt, I know that we've prepared you to go out and change the world. So again, Jacauri, thank you, and best of luck to you in your future. Thank you. We did that.
We did that.
It is almost that time, but before we sign off, let's recite the school creed. I am a Hornet, responsible for what I become.
I am a Hornet, not quitting until the race is won. I am a Hornet.
I stand with dignity and pride. I am a Hornet, pushing all small things aside. I am a Hornet. There will never be another like me. I am a Hornet.
Standing tall, being all I can be. I am a Hornet, a leader. I show no fear. I am a Hornet. South Atlanta, the school I hold dear. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in. And as always, have a great day of teaching and learning.
We pledge our loyalty.
Mr. Jones, how was this experience for you?
I said I can relax and talk normal now. But I really appreciate it because I felt like I have a lot to say. And because you've given me this opportunity, people can know, or I can inspire students at South Atlanta that they don't have to go elsewhere. Because a lot of people, they think, oh, they got to go to the Mays or Manor Jackson to get these opportunities. And it's really all right here at South Atlanta.
Yeah. And that's why we want to be sure that we put those good stories out there too.
Hail to South Atlanta, we'll always praise thy name. Through the years, we'll work each day with pride and dignity. Oh, South Atlanta, we love you. Alma mater, you are dear. South Atlanta, we'll